George Allen in Week 11. And for 3 quarters, Allen's Chicago Blitz had a victory within its grasp. The Blitz took a 24-10 lead, but the Chicago celebration turned out to be premature. Gray skies in Philadelphia were an ominous sign for the powerhouse from the Windy City. And when rain started falling, so did the Blitz. The Stars began to storm back in the 4th quarter and showed they'd thrive under pressure. A Fusina rainmaker to Scott Fitzke precipitated a Kelvin Bryant touchdown and cut the lead to 7. Chicago tried to run for cover, but was blown off course again, and Bryant splashed his way to a 24-24 tie. Bryant seemed to be the man to stop, but the Stars' finale was designed to keep Allen guessing. The play got everyone else going the wrong way, so Fusina could find the right way to the end zone and a miracle victory.
It's 92 degrees at the Vet in Philadelphia as we get ready for the first playoff game ever, nearing the end of the inaugural season of the United States Football League. Chicago, the Blitz 12-6, the wild card entry from the Central Division, Michigan having won the Central Division title. The Philadelphia Stars, a long time ago, with a record of 15-3, clinched the Atlantic Division championship. Hello again, everybody. I'm Keith Jackson, and we begin a full day of sports, afternoon of sports at least, here on ABC. Our ball game will be followed immediately by ABC's Wide World of Sports. It was back on May 15. These two teams met for the only time this season. Chicago in the 3rd quarter, late in the quarter, leading by a score of 24-10, seemingly had the ball game in hand. But they turned it over 3 times, producing 21 points for the Philadelphia Stars, and the Stars won the ball game 24, and George Allen's been grouchy about it ever since. Let's turn now to Lynn Swan, our analyst and commentator, and talk about what we can expect this afternoon. And there are a lot of folks that smell upset.
Well, a lot of folks smell upset because they felt that Chicago had that last game, as you said, in hand, and they're the better football team. Well, there aren't going to be too many surprises in this ball game. Philadelphia is going to take into this game with what brought them here, and that's Kelvin Bryant and their great running attack. Now Kelvin Bryant, who is named most valuable player by the Associated Press, is going to have to rely a great deal on the right side of his offensive line to get the job done. And that's where the key matchup will be today between Chicago Blitz's defensive line, a veteran line, versus a young but talented offensive line of the Philadelphia Stars.
The Chicago offense now is a ball control offense, nickel and dime type of a passing game. Neither team really goes deep, but the Blitz bring in Spencer and Long. They're 2 good running backs, both getting over 1,000 yards.
Well, the Philadelphia defense is going to have a problem stopping the running attack and also containing Tremaine Johnson. I think the key for them to be successful in stopping that offense is for the Philadelphia offense itself to score some points so that they force them to throw. Now, Tremaine Johnson is a great one, but any time you can take half of an offense away, force them to play catch-up football, eliminate the running game, only allow them to use the passing game, you can gear your defensive attack to stop that. Let your linemen put their ears back, depend on the great linebackers like Sam Mills to play a big part in the ballgame.
Okay. Tomorrow afternoon at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan, the Michigan Panthers, Central Division champions, will be hosting the Oakland Invaders, the Pacific Division champions. But right now, we're ready to go with Chicago and Philadelphia from Veterans Stadium. Ball away from him. Bobby Scott, who started the year, as many of you know, with New Jersey, now the quarterback for Chicago. Tim Spencer, Kevin Long, the setbacks, 46 and 48 respectively. The tight end is Paul Ricker, and the wide receivers you saw, Wayman Buggs and Tremaine Johnson. On the first carry of the ball game, they stick it into the middle with Tim Spencer, and Spencer is immediately dropped at the line of scrimmage by John Bunting and company. The offensive front for Chicago, Rob Taylor, 280 tackle, Tom Thayer, 250 guard, Wally Pursuit, 255 center, Tim Norman, 275 guard, Nick Iyer, right tackle, is 275, and Ricker at 6'3", 245. 10-year veteran out of Tennessee. Back to throw the ball for the first time on 2nd down and 10. Has nobody to throw it to, and he eats it back at the 14-yard line.
And the defense came on top.
Fielder, Ofer Case, a 3-down lineman, and they're all three good. I think they're fine defensive front. With Bunning, Howard, Mills, and Brooks, the linebackers. Jonathan Sutton, Mike Lush, Scott Werner, and Antonio Gibson, the defensive secondary. And now they pour the Chicago Blitz. And they may play a little more man. Philadelphia may today. Right now they give it to Tim Spencer. Spencer stumbles a bit as he tries to turn it around the corner. Runs it out to the 22. And Chicago's first defensive possession is the old tango. They'll punt it.
Well, they're going to afternoon.
Kelvin Bryant had a week off last week. He lines up behind Big Booker Russell, the fullback. Willie Collier is the fast man of that group of receivers, and he is Philadelphia's primary threat to go deep. Matter of fact, he is their only threat to go deep. That's Fitzke in motion, and Fusina pitches it to Kelvin Bryant. Down the corner he goes. Oh, boy. All the way down to the Chicago. Well, just enough of him to knock him out of bounds. That was almost 6.
Again, it's the offensive line. You see number 75, Eatman, coming out to block on the linebacker. Number 55, Jim Farnhurst. Kelvin Bryant gets to the outside, turns the corner, and picks up the first down before he's knocked out of bounds.
You've got Brad Oates, a 275 tackle. Rich Garza, 260 guard. Bart Oates is 265 the center, brother of Brad. Chuck Comiskey, 280 at guard. Herb Eatman, 280 at tackle. And Steve Folsom, 6'4" and 230 at tight end.
Trying to throw the defensive off.
2nd down and 12. Bryant has the ball. Sweep right. Good blocking. Gets a heck of a block from Harvin and runs it for about 10 yards before they bring him down. He's going to be short of the first down on 2nd down and 12.
For 61, Rich Garza got to the outside and made a great block.
That's the defensive unit up front. 4-man front for Chicago. Lortherm and Lathrop Bayou. It's a veteran bunch, and they're tough. Linebackers are Smith, Von Horst, and Stan White, who's the defensive captain. Secondary is Carl Allen, Don Schwartz, Luther Bradley, who is back from a shoulder injury, and Virgil Livers. 2 yards to go. That's Bryant right up the pipe. And the first down for the Philadelphia Stars at the Chicago 28-yard line. For Philadelphia at the Chicago 23. Fusina's first pass. Pressure's on, runs away from it. Gets it off, throws a knuckleball. It's intercepted by number 24, Virgil Livers. Livers was out in the short secondary protecting against Willie Collier because... Another look at the interception. Collier, the receiver, goes down and gets involved in traffic, but what happens in this particular instance gives you some idea of how they intend to play in the secondary this afternoon. They're going to play rough and tough, but the interception literally caused by the pressure on Chuck Fusina because Virgil Livers just standing there and the ball happened to arrive where he was. The ball back at their 19, first down. Bobby Scott, the quarterback, turns around and hands it off. Inside goes the play with Kevin Long carrying, and
to get the ball to the short passes to the receivers. It'll be interesting to see if Bobby Scott can complete the same kind of passes today.
It's Tim Spencer carrying the ball, and Spencer again stumbles a bit as he tries to make the cut on the artificial surface. Spencer last
games in weather that was over 100 degrees. Heat affected the conditioning of the players.
3 tight ends in now on 3rd down and 2. Spencer drives it out across the 30, and that will be a first down for Chicago. They send Tremaine Johnson in motion. They've got him double wide. He and Bugs are together. Johnson's going down the middle, and Bobby Scott runs away from the pressure, cuts it up the sidelines, and a hook slides for about 6 yards. From the 36, Tim Spencer. And Spencer runs into Glenn Howard, a rookie out of Minnesota, and they get him short of the first down by a couple of yards.
Up with that steam. Very successful.
3rd down and a yard. Boatner is in the backfield, and the ball goes to Kevin Long as Boatner, a big guy at 225 pounds, helped open the hole for it. And Chicago has another first down. And here, first down Chicago, 44. And Bobby Scott back to throw. Looks for Bugs. Bugs is wrapped up, has to go back over the middle. And the pass is good to Paul Ricker, the tight end. And that will be another Chicago first down.
And has come on to play very well for them.
First down blitz, Philadelphia 44-yard line. Good possession this time for the Blitz. They started back on the 19. First down pass by Scott. Throws it as far as he can for Tremaine Johnson, and it is short. He had a touchdown if he could have gotten it there, but You
Fakes a little short when he's going deep, but Mike Luss leads the team in interceptions.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 99 on the defense. First down.
John Alford whistled and flagged for decking Bobby Scott after the pass was away. And he did. He flattened it. Scott Werner now, the strong safety, comes up and in a support position picks on Tremaine Johnson. Now plays the short zone, and that leaves the tight end Ricker open on the left side. And Scott sees him, drills him down to the Philadelphia 16, maybe the 15-yard line. So this is a very impressive possession by Chicago. Second down and 8. Ball just inside the 14, and Scott back. He's looking for Spencer, can't get it to him, goes instead to the short man Ricker, the tight end, and Ricker is dragged down near the 1. So first and goal. Spencer hit short of the goal line, really stuck. This time it's Kevin Long, and he is not in there. Scott gives it to Kevin Long. Touchdown. He got far enough.
Kevin Long, he just barely, that's all you need, got that football over the line of scrimmage by going up, extending his arms, reaching out literally with the football to break the plane. He's hit low before he gets across. Right there, you see his arms. Had he not extended them, it would have been.
Philadelphia has seen the ball one time. And this is precisely what Jim Morrow's football team can't allow. They can't allow Chicago to march it 81 yards if they hope to win. Chuck Fusina, the quarterback. The Philadelphia offense has been pretty well handled so far. Fusina looks, goes down the middle. Ball is tipped, intercepted. Luther Bradley. Bradley, who has now 13 interceptions on the year, runs it back inside the 20, and Chicago is right back again, knocking on the door.
Back to pass. He gets plenty of time. The pocket is formed well in front of him. A little action at his feet. Throws the ball. It's just thrown too low. It's tipped up. And Luther Bradley comes in after number 28, Don Schwartz, just knocks down the receiver. Watch Luther Bradley, he's just reading the play, watching the receiver come in. So right there, he's in position, and the ball's tipped up in the air. He's in the right place.
The far line of Philadelphia. Ball goes to Kevin Long on a sweep left. Chicago loves to run the football to the left side. Generally speaking, you expect football teams to be right-handed. They keep their wide receivers in there, hand that ball off inside, and Kevin Long runs it inside the 5 down to about the 3. Second down and goal. And it's Bobby Scott rolling out, going to the corner, touchdown.
You could see it coming all the way. He had so much room to the outside for the lead blocker in the defense of Philadelphia. They're slanting right there at the right direction. Receivers are covered. Right there, he's out in front. He's got a good
kick is good. So now with 13 minutes and 21 seconds to play in the first half, Chicago goes out on top by a score of 14-0, and Philadelphia's mountain is getting pretty high. Off twice today, and both times under pressure. And he's back to throw. He's trying to set up a screen, gets the screen working with Kelvin Bryant, gets him out there one-on-one, and he is tough. He moves the ball up near the 28, and it'll be second down and 2. Here is Tim Bryant now with Bobby Scott. From the 43 now as Philadelphia gets field position. And give it to Alan Harvin. Harvin's got some daylight. Goes for the marker, and he's got it. And another penalty flag is down.
Ejected from the game last time. Kind of an unfair
Holding.
ejection.
Offense, number 44.
Oh, Kelvin Bryant, hand in the cookie jar. The referee. And it's first down at about 17. Bryant looking for some daylight, finds it. He's as good as anybody at reading a hole and exploiting it. He gets the football out near the 47. Picked up about 10 yards. And again, when Harvin is in, they don't lose much either with Harvin, the 200-pounder. Second down and about 6 for the first down. And Fusina's pass is picked off by Eddie Brown. Eddie Brown, who intercepted last week against Oakland and ran for a touchdown, slipped in behind the receiver and picks that one off. And that
Chuck Fusina drops back. He throws it just too far to the outside. Folsom can't reach it. And Eddie Brown is the only man that has a chance.
And And they've got Johnson in motion, and Johnson's got the ball on a reverse, drops it, dribbles it, picks it up, comes back this way, and they knock him down just about the line of scrimmage. Or on third down conversions, and there are the Polaroid pictures or the instant pictures. I don't know, giving a free commercial here, but this is what is taking the pictures. Sending him down as Scott's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked way back. Number 56 is the man that finally gets him, George Cooper. Well, that one won't go there. Scott Werner backs up, gets a nice big bounce and fields it back at the 8-yard line, gets a little help coming back up the field and breaks it big.
Scott Werner, the Georgia safety.
Behind Booker Russell. And Bucina, who's been intercepted 3 times, goes to the air with it, and a good catch.
Willie Collier.
Catch by Willie Collier.
For 24. See if I can get my mouth working correct here. Collier goes up in the air, makes a great catch here. Concentration, holding on to the ball. And right there, Lyris just hits him a little low, tosses him back, and he lands squarely on his back. But
he turns and goes, nope, don't keep on coming this way. And they give the ball off to Harbin. And Alan Harbin gets a little bit of help and turns it inside the 40 to about the 38.
And Keith, he has ignited this ball club. You can see they're starting to play extremely well now. Your return did it. How do you feel?
Well, right now, being 14 points behind, I feel like we really got to go out there and work hard. They've been getting the turnovers. We've got to turn it around and start getting some of our own. I hope our offense can come on down the field and put 7 points on the board.
Scotty, did you expect them to go underneath to the tight end as much?
Well, no. I imagine they figured we'd be out on Tremaine pretty heavily, and they figured the tight end would be open. And so far, it's worked for them.
Okay, Keith.
Kelvin Bryant, wiggling, darting, squirming, finally thrown down about the 33.
half, maintaining leads.
Jeff Rodenberger, number 34, comes in at the wingback position. Give it to Bryant. Bryant going for the first down. He may have it. They want a measurement. They want to know exactly how far they have to move it. Obviously, they, at this point, are going to go for it because they're down by 14 points.
This game could very well come down to the kickers and...
On to Kelvin Bryant. Oh, Bucina. He didn't have that ball clean. He just lunges ahead, and I think he's got his first down.
Yes. They've got a man in motion here. That's Riley. He takes the ball. You're right. It just pops up. And right now, I think he just decides to take the ball himself. I'm in agreement with you, Keith. I don't think he was really supposed to carry it. But he did the wise thing, trying to get some yardage. And he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And only his size and leg strength allowed him to pick up 2 yards on the play.
Alan Harbin comes in now, replacing Riley, so you'll have Bryant and Harbin in the same backfield. From the 28, Bucina gives it to Harbin. He's got some room. He's past the marker. He's past the 20. He's still going inside the 15. That's a tough run by Alan Harbin.
Really a good, tough run by Alan Harbin. Look at the picture, number 77, Junior IU right there straight up, and he's just pushed all the way back by Brad Oates. Then Alan Harbin can cut inside of him, get downfield, and he's a small man with very, very strong legs. It's Luther 14.
They bang around. Harbin's got it again, and he gets to the 10.
Leg brace.
Second down, long 6 from the Chicago 10. Bucina gives to Bryant, touchdown. Behind Garza and Oates.
Yard run that time, just a real quick opener. He cheats up to the line of scrimmage. Gets good blocking by Bart Oates, number 50. Garza was pulling to draw everyone off. Right up.
Seconds to play in the first half. Chicago 14, and now Philadelphia gets on the board with 7. Rob hangs it very, very high. They have good coverage on it. Willis waits at the 4. They got the wedge working pretty well for Lenny Willis. Fumbles the football. Philadelphia gets it back.
The ball just bounced right away from him into the waiting arms of Jonathan Sutton, number 26. The 26-yard return and a fumble that he was down. The whistle should have been blown, and it was not a fumble. Right now, he gets into a pile. The wedge is very good. You can't see it right there. He's falling down. He's being brought down, but the ball, obviously, out of his possession.
From the Chicago 36. Bucina fumbles the football. Chicago's got it. Bonhorse picks it up. For heaven's sakes, Bart Oates and Chuck Fusina, now that's 3 times they've had trouble with a snap. And that time it got loose.
Get square in the pocket, and they're not making the connection. These are entirely too many mistakes for a championship ball game.
So Chicago gets it right back on Philadelphia's 4th turnover.
They had a clear shot at picking it off.
2nd down and 10 from the 41. Scott looks for Johnson, goes short instead to Ricker, the tight end, and he's got a big play. Paul Rickert goes down to the Philadelphia 40 and plays the strong safety position. Normally lines up on the side of the tight end. That's Kevin Long, and Long, who ran for over 1,000 yards, gets a 1st down inside the 25 at the 24.
And again, the turnover is giving them possession of the ball most of the time.
2nd down and 7. That's Tim Spencer with it. Spencer gets around the corner, and he's close to his 1st down.
The opportunity with the kickoff being fumbled, and then with Chuck Fusina and Oates not connecting on the snap, they give the ball right back.
That's Kevin Long, and he ran right past Sam Mills. Sam had a shot at him in the backfield and missed him. Times for 62 yards last week against Oakland is in the backfield as Kevin Long shaken up, came out. Bobby Scott back, looks for Johnson, lofts it for the corner, he's wide open. Touchdown, Chicago.
Sideline and safety in the middle of the field. He couldn't get over the help. Tremaine Johnson ran inside and first outside a low flag route. 12-yard catch on the sideline for Tremaine Johnson. That's his 11th touchdown this year. He fakes to the outside here, goes to the outside, then steps inside. He wants actually to catch this ball over his inside shoulder. Ball is put on the outside. Does a fine job of adjusting. 13 points. They could very well be down by 21. Not too prominent on their minds. They don't want to get too far ahead.
1 minute and 55 to go in the 1st half. And Chuck Fusina gives the ball to Kelvin Bryant. Oh, look at this. Pretty close to see you later there. I think it's Willie Collier, wide receiver. He was down and got caught underneath that big stack. He was trying to block for Kelvin, and Willie got caught under the pileup. He's not all that big, 5'10", 180, and had about 900 pounds fall down on him. Yards, the Chicago rushing total is 80. Let's go back to the play, and we'll see how Willie got hurt. See him down in that stack now, trying to block.
And it looks like his leg just got caught under the pile. You see him right there, going right down on his back in a great deal of pain.
Young man out of Grambling, well trained by one of the great coaches of my lifetime, certainly, and perhaps of all time, Eddie Robinson.
I think down in Grambling, Eddie Robinson goes to sleep at night. He touchdown here to pull it to within 7.
They got a minute and a half to do it. Their man short, Chicago is. Ed Smith finally gets out there in time to give him the 11th man. A little short pass over the middle to Hardin. And he jukes around trying to get away from the linebackers, and he is close to his 1st down. Show him a 5-man front now and come up man on the wide receivers, and they give the ball inside. Bryant bounces away.
He's got room to the outside. Some blocking up front.
Steps out of bounds inside the right at the 30-yard line.
He had number 83, Rodney Parker, blocking from the outside. Blocking there on number 24, Virgil Livers, and wisely not thinking he can pick up any more yards to get.
Virgil Livers' hoofbeats are not that loud. Not at 590, 185. Fusina's got to throw it now, and he gets all kinds of pressure, but he takes off with it down. He gets one block to turn him upfield. He needs to get out of bounds, and he does. And he's got a 1st down for Philadelphia. Down at the Chicago 12. Chicago 12. A 21-7 Chicago lead. Philadelphia trying to shorten it right here. And it's sort of an old Statue of Liberty as Harbin throws it back to Fusina. He's down at the 4. He runs to the goal line, and he is short of a touchdown. There's a penalty flag thrown.
I believe what they're going to do is call a face mask on the play. Looked like it might have been John Lee that just reached up and grabbed that face mask to hit.
Waited until they had defined the penalty, and Fusina did break the plane of the goal line.
First time I've seen Philadelphia use the shotgun. They just hand the ball off to Harbin from the shotgun and then turns back. Not a pretty pass. Fusina catches it falling down. Alert move. He's not touched. He gets back on his feet. John Lee's grabbing him, and into the end zone he goes with John Lee pulling on his face mask.
Chicago is flagged for a face mask, and the 1st half is over. So the 1st half of play, Chicago Blitz 21 and the Philadelphia Stars 14. We will be ready for halftime of this division playoff game after this message and a word from our local station.
There you see the cumulative stats for the entire game. But in the second quarter, Philadelphia gained 162 of those yards. And they've done it on the shoulders, on the back, and legs of Kelvin Bryant, and also from Alan Harvin, who is turning in a surprisingly strong football game.
And they're the tandem in the backfield right now. And again, Harvin, who has made a lot of yards today, running that ball off the left side. They just short of the 30 on second down. They give it to Kelvin Bryant, and he just puts his head down and just keeps on digging and gets about 5, maybe 6 yards. He does get 6 out of it as he reaches a first down at the 36. Over to the tailback spot, and Booker Russell is the fullback. Booker has not seen the football all day. He's out of Southwest Texas, and he can haul it too, but right now he's blocking, and a fumble by Alan Harvin. And the scramble is on, and Chicago's got the ball, and that's 5 turnovers. Ed Smith, the linebacker, covers it for Chicago.
Pulling tackles and guards.
Second down and 7 after the 3-yard gain. Bobby Scott sets up for Trumaine Johnson, drills him at the 19. Trumaine goes ahead to the 16
which gives him that cushion to run 5 yards downfield, breaking inside or outside, looking for the quick pass.
He got Doug Dennison, a good receiver, in the lineup, but they hand the ball off instead to Kevin Long, who had a big first half himself, and Kevin is inside the 10 to the 9. From the 9, second down and 3. It's Kevin Long, and this time Sam Mills comes outside and fetches it. Sneaking up to the tight end side, Scott drops straight back now, and he's looking to the tight end, Ricker, and Ricker has it. Sam Mills covers him, and he's down near the 6, and he is very close to a first down.
It's a 4th down situation for George Allen's Chicago Blitz.
He's sending in 4th and a half a yard. Scott gives it. Long dives. And it just depends on the mark. The referee is Bill Parkinson. The chains are out. It's first down by half the length of the ball. Kevin Long running left. No, it's Tim Spencer running left, and he's to about the 2. There with Kevin Long. Long has it, and he's down to about the 1.
Scott run the sweep to the outside.
Mike Lush is over there on that side. He sends it back the other way, and there's your touchdown for Kevin Long as he slants it in over the left side.
Mike Lush was signaling that there's a penalty on the play, and it's going to go against Chicago as they're backing up right now.
Holding.
Number 75 on the offense.
They caught him.
No touchdown.
Rob Taylor caught holding. Well, the man who knows a lot about a holding call is, we've got a Philadelphia man shaking up, Glenn Howard, inside linebacker. Heard him. That's Willis in motion. So they're going to have Buggs and Willis on the same side. They go down the middle. Boatner, touchdown. Out of the backfield, Mac Boatner.
He has to perform, and he has performed brilliantly the last ball game and today so far.
So Chicago goes up to a 13-point lead now. Minutes and 1 second to play in the third quarter. This match between the Chicago Blitz and the Philadelphia Stars, and it's Chicago right now by 14. Second down and 10. Fusina's in trouble. They've got him back at the 6.
Ed Smith.
The 9, that's where the ball is located now. So it's third down and about 21 as Fusina gets the ball off Fitzgay for the first time today and goes down. Ball popped loose, so they're going to call it a fumble.
Yep, they're going to call it a fumble.
I don't believe it.
Fumble.
6 turnovers. Loose, and then there was the melee, and Stan White came out of the stack with it.
Well, Fusina goes back into a little slant pattern. He's got him in the hole. He's running upfield with the ball. Right there, Allen comes in, puts a helmet in. And there you see the ball.
It's a fumble, no doubt
popping
about
loose
it.
before he hits the ground.
No question about it. Ball came out.
Captain Stan White, very quick to scoop it up. Put pressure on him.
Scott quickly pumps, delivers. Oh, my goodness. Mike Lush had nothing between him and the goal line except a warm summer afternoon. 15. Third down and 8. Scott back. He's got Bugs and misses.
It's amazing people travel so far just to run a mile.
The They've got their speed man, Willie Collier, back. They've taped the ankle. Willie's going to play hurt. And Fusina's going to throw on first down if he gets a chance. Won't get a chance this time. Chicago's defensive people up front are whipping Philadelphia's offensive front. 2nd down and 8 from the 33 for the Stars. Pressure again. Fusina gets it away. Kelvin Bryant. Stan White can't turn him in, and now he gets some help. And there's a gain. There's a penalty flag. Every coach who's coached any time at all have had moments like this where you think the sky.
He's struggling to get some extra yards.
First down. Ronnie, bury him, Ronnie! Here goes Bryant around the corner. And again, you see an example of, and again, another penalty flag.
This one's going to go against Irv Eatman.
Yep.
Roll up, and it's number 56, Ed Smith. He hits in the back.
Personal foul. Number 75 on the offense. First down.
Philadelphia. Chicago leading 31-14. That's Alan Harbin carrying the ball.
Come on,
Gets it out to about the 43 to get the nickel defense in. They go to a 3-down lineman circumstance and put Ed Smith, the linebacker, as the 4th man in an upright position. 3rd and 11. Fusina's pass to Kelvin Bryant is short of the first down. There's a penalty flag, and the penalty flag is thrown back at about the 35-yard line.
Intimidate them, get them as rattled as they can, and force them to make some mistakes. And right there.
Number 70 on the offense. A takedown. 3rd down.
They'll miss him. 3rd down. 25. Fusina's pass. He's got a man wide open. The pass is complete. The pass is good to Willie Collier for a first down.
See him right there. Fitzke running the route on the sideline. Willie Collier across the field. Gets open. Knows he has the first down when he makes a catch. Falls.
Fusina back. Gets a pass off. Short pass. Harbin takes a man. Makes the gain to the 25. Goes to the 24. So Allen.
That's the kind of play they've got to have. It nullifies that pass rush because he gets it off very quickly. Fusina, just a little sidearm passer as he steps away for some pressure. Finds Alan Harbin just sitting to his left. And Alan Harbin turns on the Jets and picks up some big yardage.
Herman. Fusina's pass is away. Now there is some concentration as Scott Fitzke turned inside and
he breaks on the inside. Excellent concentration in traffic. He's hit just as he catches this ball. That's the kind of play they need from their wide receivers. And they're down by 17 points and they're in scoring territory.
That's the kind of play Nolan Fans made a lot of times this year for the Boston Breakers.
He sure did, Keith. He had a fantastic year for us.
Kelvin Bryant and Alan Harbin line up now on first down. And the ball is given to Alan Harbin, and Harbin is swallowed up instantly by a blitzing linebacker named Stan White. Same play. And again, nothing. Loss of 2 more yards.
That time,
the winner plays the winner of the Michigan-Oakland game, July 17, Sunday night for the championship. And Fusina will throw. He has time, but then finally runs out of it. He can't wait all day. Stan White finally hand-fought his way through the blocking, and he drops the Philadelphia quarterback, sacking him back outside the 25. Field goal try from David Trout. A lot of leg on it from 42 yards. He splits the uprights, and so Philadelphia settles for 3 to make it a 31-17 ball game with 14:35 to play. Philadelphia, which historically has been a strong fourth-quarter team, now back within 2 touchdowns. Hand off to Boatner, and Boatner is brought down short of the first down. Number 76, Willie Roseboro, who used to play fullback at the University of Washington.
Stopped him from getting the first down.
Corral's 3rd punt, 45-49. This one's going to bounce. Werner couldn't get to it. Now Scott fields it and prevents it from going further downfield, and there is a penalty flag thrown back up here inside the 30. And if it's against Philadelphia, it'll give Chicago a first down.
Personal foul on the receiving team. Post-possession foul.
Good thing Donovan didn't hang on to it. He might have got up and run for a touchdown.
3rd down, 10. This could be one of those plays they'll talk about right here. Pass is away. The pass is intercepted. Allen finally gets it. He had 2 misses, near misses, and finally he comes up with it. And he runs it back to the Philadelphia 9-yard line. And Ted Dietrich, the majority owner of the Chicago franchise, now dares to celebrate a little bit on the sideline.
Whipped solidly by Anthony Carter and Derek Holloway in Michigan, vindicating himself in this ball game, playing excellent defense. He is in better position than Fitzke to make this catch. He just steps up in front, picks it off. A very poor pass.
Spencer and Long are the setbacks, and Kevin Long's got it. Look at this. Just stepped away from the tackle and runs it down to the 2. Tim Spencer. Touchdown. Spencer hits the corner. And Chicago makes it a 20-point lead. He just paced himself and waited for the help and then hit the corner.
They buried the defensive line inside, and once he got to the outside with only a yard to go, his momentum and his size would carry him in no matter who was out there.
12 minutes and 4 seconds to play in the football game, and the Chicago Blitz lead the Philadelphia Stars by a score of 38-17. And Dick Corey, are you surprised at this?
Keith, I'm surprised at the score, no question, but I thought that Chicago had an edge because it's hard to beat a George Allen team twice in one season, and as I said, they lost a little of their momentum. Chicago had to keep fighting to get into the playoffs, and I think that's a big edge.
The attendance today very poor for this city and for this particular ball game, 15,684. Chuck Fusina gives the ball to Kelvin Bryant. Bryant dancing around, churning and wiggling, and comes on out to the 26 for a 6-yard pickup on him.
Kelvin Bryant and Alan Harvin. After that, no offense whatsoever.
3rd down, 3. Fusina's pass goes over the middle. Pass is caught. Penalty flags are down. The pass is good to Parker. And let's see about the holding call.
It's going to be a takedown by number 61, Rich Garza. That's phenomenal.
Dick Corey, coach of the Boston Breakers, sitting with us in the second half. As Fusina goes back to throw on 3rd down and 13, throws short, another penalty flag. That's Alan Harvin running around, and Allen's got a 1st down as he gets across the 30. And the penalty is thrown back where the quarterback threw the ball, and Joe 1st down. Chicago's offside. Junior RU jump. Fusina puts it up down the sidelines. It is caught. What a great catch that was by Scott Fitzke.
Drawn offside by the offside line.
Number 77 on the defense. No penalties refused. 1st down.
What a catch by Scott Fitzke. Chuck Fusina realizes he's got a holding offside, and just lets it go. Fusina, his arm's not that strong, but he was able to get it out to Scott Fitzke, who just all the plays from the sideline.
2nd down and 10. Passes away over the middle for Fitzke. Touchdown.
Hail Mary, full of grace. Chuck Fusina threw that ball just before he got knocked right.
So Philadelphia has fought back one more time on heroics by Fitzke to trail by only 14.
Let's take a look at a man who plays well under pressure. Knows how important this ball game is not going to give up anything. Comes across. He's not a great leaper, but he gets up this time. It's the playoff, it's the pressure, it's making the big play, and Scott Fitzke came up with it all.
Trout will kick off. There's passes away down the sidelines for Tremaine Johnson. Intercepted. Jonathan Sutton.
Goes Hope over the top. He tries to go to the outside. Bobby Scott trying to throw the quick takeoff to him. Sutton in the best position goes right up inside. You see Tremaine Johnson trying to get a hand inside to strip it.
Number 89, the tight end. He hasn't seen the ball today either. One pass thrown to him, it was incomplete. That tipped and intercepted. You've seen his pass complete to Tom Donovan. And Donovan is knocked down after Chicago, 47 and a penalty flag.
No doubt face mask, grabbing the face mask, and Donovan was pulled down.
Fitzke, a fundamental reason for that dramatic improvement. From the 34. Fusina gets away. That time he didn't hook slide. He took everything he could get, and he got a lot.
Came into this ball game with 63 carries for 291 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has now 5 carries for 40 yards. Great pressure by the defense, but he gets away and downfield. He's looking for some place to run to get as many yards as he can.
Ball is handed off up the middle to Harvin. Inside the 10 he goes, down to about the 7. That's Harvin again, inside the 5, down to about the 3. Close to a first down. So Booker Russell is in at fullback. And Chuck Jusina rolls it out, throws it, touchdown, Rodenberger.
Jeff Rodenberger, number 34.
The Philadelphia Stars, who were losing to Chicago May 15, 24-10, scored 21 fourth-quarter points to beat them 31-24.
There, I would have sworn he would have just run the ball up the middle, but a little play-action pass, and he hits number 34, Jeff Rodenberger for the score. And that's
minutes and 59 seconds to play in the football game. We've got a game. Chicago 38, Philadelphia 31.
Well, they're now making a 7-point ball game. And this is as close they've been since the first quarter. The question now remains, after this touchdown, if they can come back after holding Chicago score again, will they go for 1 or will they go for 2? Now it's 3rd down, 4 yards to go. No doubt he will put the ball in the air. Let's see if Philadelphia can hold it.
Ricker might be the man. Johnson and Bugs come to the same side of the field, leaving Lush and Gibson to cover them. The linebacker steps outside to help. They run the football. They're short of the first down. They've got a punt.
Oh, Coach Curry.
I'll tell you what, this is great USFL football.
The ball is just Philadelphia. Back goes Cucina to throw it. Joe Ehrman's after him. The pass is away. The pass is caught by Folsom, the tight end, and Steve Folsom falling down with nobody around him. That's the first time today the tight end has been involved in a pass reception. 2nd down and 4. Cucina back. Pressure's on again. Pass caught by Tom Donovan. Donovan decked at the 40. He's got a first down. Well, it's first down with 2 minutes to play. Philadelphia at the 40. Cucina back. Got to get it off. Pressure's on. Ducks at 1 man. Gives him some time. Now he takes off. Gets his first down. Steps out of bounds. He's a tough guy to beat.
He just wins football games. Here he gets away from the linebacker's blitz. Gets to the outside. Picks up some great blocks downfield. 6 carries now for 58 yards. Had he not...
There's a play with 1 minute and 45 to play in the game. Better hurry. Just gets it off in time. Passes away. Passes caught by Scott Fitzke. Fitzke can't get to the sidelines, but he's down. First down at the 24.
Clutch receiver in this ball game. He comes inside behind the coverage of number 25. Makes a catch. He spins on number 32, Carl Allen. And now it's a race. Stops to make a move, and an unbridled charge from the defensive line.
Fitzke out for a moment. They give the ball to Harvin. He's trying to get around the corner, and he does to the 19. It's 3rd down and about 4.5 yards for a first down. Fitzke is back. Fitzke's got it. First down at the Chicago 11. Fence sets up to throw it. Goes to the corner. Incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Steve Folsom and Ed Smith were all tangled up over there. Folsom got a hold of it. That's a yard or 2 of room to work. Fitzke and Folsom over there together. If you see this pass goes over the middle to Donovan. Donovan, touchdown!
Hurry, and there's his flip. Hurry, Donovan.
Can you believe it? Really done the job.
Here's Cucina again, under the pressure. He sees Donovan open. Watch him just step out of Don Schwartz's hands, arms. He gets into the end zone, and here is his celebration. He is so happy. It's a tie ball game. When we come back, which will probably be overtime. And then a Tom Donovan Patton celebration, a flip in the end zone. And he still holds on to the football. A well-trained wide receiver.
Regulation game time has expired. Philadelphia 38 and Chicago 38. An incredible 24-point comeback by Philadelphia in the fourth quarter. And Bill Parkinson.
Who's going to call it in the air? Who's going to call? Well, he called before I flipped. He calls tails. Tails. He calls tails. It's a head. It's a head. You win the toss.
Philadelphia gets the football. For Chicago, and Alan Harbin is the deep man, and Corral has not allowed Philadelphia to return a kick so far today. Bryant and Alan Harbin line up in the backfield. Bitsky goes in motion, and Fusina rolls it out. Gets it across the 30 out to about the 32.
Team or the Chicago Blitz have been in a strong pass rush the whole time.
Kelvin Bryant for a first down.
And more. Kelvin Bryant has been sitting out that last series.
Game in Denver. Bryant again. Right up the middle he goes, curling it back in behind Oates and Garza. And ring area, Harbin comes in to replace him. Fusina. Little play action, flips it over there. The pass is caught at midfield by David Riley. Riley bouncing on upfield, having been untouched to get the first down for Philadelphia. Oh, there goes Riley. David Riley carries for the first time today. And he crosses the 40.
He's on the sideline.
Second down 4. Philadelphia just over the 40 of Chicago. Up the middle goes Riley again. He's short of the first down.
1.5. 1.5.
Right back to David Riley.
Bryant up the middle. First down, Philadelphia. 34-yard line of Chicago.
Bring down the Chicago Blitz defensive line.
Fusina rolls away from the pressure. Gets his pass off. The pass is good to Riley, and Riley is down around the 30. Not much gain on the play, about 4 yards, but it's better than having your quarterback sacked. Chuck was 6. Harbin is back in the lineup. Penalty flag goes down. Harbin gets loose around the corner. He's going to have a first down. And he's out of bounds in around the 21-yard line, but let's see about the penalty. Offside.
Number 1, Dave Chalkershaw standing on the sideline. Chance.
Bryant is back in at I-back. He's got the ball. He's tough. I'll tell you he's tough. He's had a big day. Philadelphia is headed toward 600 yards. That's Harbin. There's a fighter.
First down.
Close to it. Be on him if they don't make this first down. It's Harbin. He's got the first down.
He may have a touchdown.
He's down inside the 5. Out of bounds at about the 3, maybe the 2. First and goal, Philadelphia.
Someone scored.
It's Bryant over the top. Touchdown! Philadelphia wins it.
Jim Moore being hoisted onto the shoulder of players. Scott Bitsky, Kelvin Bryant, Chuck Fusina, Alan Harbin, all being mobbed by these fans in Philadelphia.
Whether it's Little League, college, or professional. Chicago led by a 38-17 margin. Philadelphia came back, shut down Chicago in the final quarter, tied at 38 to force the overtime, won the flip of the coin. They got a return the first of the ball game. And then finally it was their great running back, Kelvin Bryant, going over the top, tumbling into the end zone, and Philadelphia beat Chicago 44-38.
Kelvin Bryant, he's played injured, he's played tough, and as Dick Corey said here during the second half, he is a man that plays hard 100% of the time, and he never gives you less than that 100% effort.
Chicago bowed in as the wild card, while the Stars came forward with the league's best record. Philadelphians were hungry, and the Stars were cooking up some surprises. As long
long as there's no one here that's going to tell George Allen, but you might see a halfback pass back to our quarterback, Chuck Pacina, which we have not shown all year, which we practiced all week.
Chicago had been the preseason favorite to go all the way, but the Stars looked ready. And Philly fans were sure their team's tale of success would keep spinning in the USFL's first playoff game ever. Chuck Pacina was the league leader in avoiding interceptions, but began the playoffs on a sour note, throwing away his first 2 passes.
We'll get it next time. We'll get it next time. We'll get it next time. We got a lot of time.
The Stars also had the league's most valuable player, and Kelvin Bryant was holding on to the ball. Bryant laid the groundwork to get the Stars on the scoreboard. But while Philadelphia could enjoy the rush, the visitors were still controlling the airwaves.
Scott, long count, dropping to throw. Scott looking to the end zone, lost it into the end zone for Johnson, touchdown!
And in the battle of #1 draft choices, Philly's Irv Eatman had to watch enviously as Chicago's Trumaine Johnson savored a promising 14-point lead. But the Stars' promise to turn their passer into a receiver was about to come true. After Philadelphia brandished a shotgun, Alan Harvin became a halfback with options and chose a throwback to Pacina. When Pacina showed he could run as well as catch, he became the first USFL quarterback to catch a touchdown pass.
All right! Woo! Nice job!
But the jubilation was short-lived. In the third quarter, things went from bad to worse. When Bobby Scott sailed a pass to Mac Boatner, the Blitz was back up by 14. And even always reliable Scott Fitzke had his reputation smudged. Pacina had completed only 8 passes by the time he threw his 4th interception. The Stars trailed 38-17 early in the 4th quarter, and their hopes were fading quickly. They'd been behind before and always thrived on pressure.
Keep after him now. Keep after him. Let's keep after him.
But making up 21 points in 12 minutes seemed far too much to ask, no matter how much Pacina and Fitzke were ready to rise to the occasion.
Pacina, who drops the throw, sets up the 25, lofts the pass toward the end zone. Fitzke with the reception. Touchdown. What a pitch. Under heavy pressure.
Pushing down on me, pressing down on you, no man has fallen.
Hey, Chuck, that was a good job. Good job. Pick it off. Pick it off.
Chicago's lead still seemed safe, but Scott's decision to fire away brought some backfire from Jonathan Sutton. Still clinging to a hope when Pacina decided to run for it. His trip fell short, but the Stars weren't subdued for long.
First and goal to go from the 2 for Philadelphia. Pacina rolling, looks into the end zone, goes touchdown!
Pushing down on me, pressing down on you, no man has fallen.
We're going to
fight until the game is over.
Allen's lead was down to 7, and the Stars were rolling again. With less than a minute to play, the pressure continued to grow. But Philadelphia was approaching its rendezvous with destiny.
A lone setback. Harmon behind Bucina. Bucina to throw. Quick pop pass. The play is ugly.
They'd forced an overtime, but Miles Tannenbaum wasn't surprised.
They weren't even down. They were just behind.
Allen could point fingers if he wanted, but it didn't matter now. It was going into sudden death, and the Stars were going to get their first crack. Everything was now in focus, and the strategy was to keep it on the ground. As Allen Harvin inched ever closer to a miracle, the Blitz faced up to the harsh reality of the moment. The pressure was now on Chicago, for there was just no stopping the relentless Stars, who were now just 1 yard away.
Come on, baby! Give it all the offense, fellas. That's great. Bucina to Bryant. Bryant leaping in the end zone. It's on to Denver.
What seemed an impossibility turned out to be in the Stars. As Philadelphia toasted its new heroes, Coach Moore put the triumph into historical perspective.
I've talked to guys that have been around professional football 10, 11 years. The greatest effort, the greatest comeback, the greatest performance, like a bunch of guys I've ever been around, by far, believe me. Super job.